Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic host of Bachelor Nation News, and we've got a update on the breakup between Katie Thurston and John Hersey. She opens up about the breakup and then asks, would you do Bachelorette again? She said, I wouldn't do Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelor Winter Games, Bachelor Rio, Bachelor Toledo. No way Bachelor Day for me. And let's get into it. Let's get into what she said. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. Patreon.com/Dave Neal for private membership-only content. If you work from home, you need to be part of Work with Dave. We go live several hours a day. Getting that work done. Let's do it. Okay, so we've got her stories. Need advice? Want my opinion? Have a question? Drop it here and I'll answer. And of course, everyone's going to be like, my advice is, how did you and John break up? I've got a question regarding, how did you and John break up? You know, us nosy MFers that we are. So let's see what she's got here. Nice little video of her playing some V-balls. I'll be answering all day tomorrow. In the meantime, here's Tommy knocking over the camera to get treats. Gotta love him. Oh, he's got one of those, the Furbo, which is a camera that goes to your cell phone when the, oh, geez. Smart kid. Okay, so anyway, let's get into what Katie has to say. She says, I get a lot of questions about Tommy. Yes, he's alive and thriving. You can always follow him here, Tommy and Fluff. He'll be on meds for the rest of his life with routine checkups to make sure he's all well. He's now 14. Yeah, Tommy, we're glad to see he's happy and kicking. So good to know he's battling and winning. And then there's Katie with a nice photo from her volleyball days. She says, I think it's important to find a sport. Okay, so the question was, do you play college volleyball? Pros and cons of playing and or not playing. Daughter is deciding. She says, I think it's important to find a sport she enjoys doing. Being short still means you could be a huge asset. Shout out to all my liberos. Is it liberos or liberos? I also love that I can play co-ed. I didn't play in college, but would 100% do it if given the opportunity. Oh, whoa. Okay, so question. Are you going to talk about what happened with you and John? This is a great way for her to address it. This is I'm going to address it because you asked, and everyone's asking, but I don't want to address it further. Although, Katie, if you're listening, she's like, what? You got to monetize these things. Put this on a reel. Put this on YouTube. You know, when you're going to share your tea, monetize it. Your boy, always down for monetization. Why am I drifting off the thing here? Hold on one second here. It looks like I'm kind of gone. Oh boy, there I am. Back in action. All right, so what else do we have? She says, and again, we can read into any of the clues if you want to get all X-Files music here. Why did they break up? Could it be? And by the way, speaking of which, let's finish this story. But did you guys hear about this UFO sighting? Hold on, because they live in, hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. I was not prepared. So they live in Southern California. Let's get this. Strange lights seen by people in Mexico in Southern California. Coast Guard says it was flares. Some questioning explanation. What do you guys think? Should we turn this into a UFO channel? Ladies and gentlemen, could John have been abducted by a UFO? So check this out. These are videos. That's freaky. That's no flare. That's a GD UFO! LMAO UFO. Out of this world. All right, and then, oh, you're telling me that's a flare? You're trying to tell me that that's a flare? Get that flare out of here. Flare off. That ain't no flare. That's an unidentified flying or hovering. Whoa! I'm trying to make a video about Katie Thurston and you're here just dropping UFOs on me? The hell is that? 5! The hell are they doing up there? Okay, so they can float. Can they move? That's the next question. Here's another sighting. All right, it's like the Big Dipper's on fire. The hell is going on up here? Sighting. Golly. U.S. Coast Guard claims the lights seem to be... Now, BS. Don't believe it. Anyway, that had nothing to do with this story, but that's how we're doing it today. So here's what she said. This is a simple yet... Oh, back to that. This is a simply a complicated breakup given that we were best friends before dating. We are on good terms, so just finding a healthy balance of space in order for closure. At the end of the day, you just want the person you love to be happy and you support whatever path they want to take. to find that. People are trying to read between those lines there. Yeah, it's got to be tough. It's like, how do you go from friends to dating back to friends? It's like, pull my finger. Like, you just start giving the person noogies. That's hard to do. I guess normally what happens is you don't want to dissolve the friendship, but then some sort of, and I'm not saying that they'll do this, but just in general, some sort of bitterness, like somebody moves on before the other, you see it, then you got to unfollow, things get weird, it just stinks. It stinks what happens when you pump your palmers and when you love each other, right? It's more about love. It's less about like, if you're hooking up with someone and they hook up with someone else, like good grief, whatever. But, if you love somebody, okay. Get the point. Am I doomed without a degree? She says, I don't have a college degree. Katie doesn't have a college degree. I worked part-time as a bank teller while going to community college. I ended up taking a break from school and started working full-time in the financial industry. I worked my way up to a position that paid well enough for me to buy my condo solo and have zero college debt. Certainly jobs definitely benefit from extra schooling, but many don't need it. The system is so effed. I often lied on my resume when it came to education. In short, no, you are not doomed. Oh, breaking news. Katie Thurston. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. Breaking news here. Katie Thurston lied on her. Breaking news. She lied on her resume. Can you believe this? A bachelorette? No. Okay. So, hey, good for you. Fake it till you make it. College, in most cases, now don't get me wrong, if you want to be a pharmacist or have some sort of like degree that needs a certification, that's one thing. But in most cases, your college degree gets you an internship, which gets you a job, or your being in college gets you an internship, which gets you a job. Once you have that first job, it's like, it's all about produce. How do you produce? No one cares whether or not you went to Stanford, I mean, maybe some people do. I don't know. I don't care. Maybe that's just the University of Rhode Island degree speaking.
So if you've been following along, I have a couple adventure book, but no one to go through that with. So this is part of my healing and closure. So today I'm going to do one. I don't know what it is. I just know that it takes about an hour, it costs nothing, and it can take place in my home. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna use this.
All right, so we saw this yesterday. Yeah. She's doing, I love it. It's like, all right, what do you date yourself? Well, fire up the vibrator. That's what you got to do, right? Angel said, I saw a UFO when I was 14 and another when I was 18. No drugs were involved. Angel, with a name like Angel, you would see a UFO. Angel, do me a favor, and will you describe the UFO to us? This is in the Patreon chat right now, patreon.com/Dave Neal. People go, Dave, this video is supposed to be about Katie Thurston. Let me tell you something. This video is about whatever damn well I want it to be about. It's the off-season, baby. This is my chance to really talk about nothing. Now, as you can see over here, we have Logan on Instagram is back. We'll see what he has to say. Logan was on Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise of this year. You guys don't know him yet. Buddy of mine. Tell me, where did you go? He's like, a beach to try to hit on some ladies. All right, moving it along. Okay, any upcoming travel plans? Running off to Mexico this weekend. Whoa. I'm going to Mexico this weekend. Where are you going in Mexico, Katie? I'm supposed to go, God willing. We'll have to see if Pilot Pete shows up to the flights. Golly, I might be driving down to Mexico. This actually furthers my theory, by the way, that Katie actually is an alien. Could it be Katie Thurston breaks up with John Hersey and then needs a ride to Mexico, and then we find a UFO spotting in Southern California and Mexico? I don't know, folks. I don't know. You do the math. You do the research. All right, you freaking weirdos. All right, what happened to the van? Good question. There's the van. These vans are not cheap. Not cheap. My guess, $85,000 for this van. That's my guess. Could be a $120,000 van. All right, footage of Katie handling a ball. And you know what you're thinking? They have video in the fantasy suite? No, this was her playing volleyball. All right, and they do coach volleyball. She says have an assistant. Don't wing it. There they are. All right, here it is. If you could do it again, would you agree to be the Bachelorette? She says, I wouldn't do Bachelorette or Bachelor in Paradise. Now, my guess is with a little truth serum, she'll tell you, and this is my guess, she'll tell you that the experience was worth the exposure she got to live her dreams to her fullest and all that jazz. But, of course, what has she gotten out of it? Seriously, what has she gotten out of it? Now, don't get me wrong, they obviously get paid money and this and that, but she's gotten several heartbreaks and she's gotten a lot of scrutiny from the community. But I think when it all comes down to it, she'll be looked at as a free thinker, somebody who advocates for a lot of good causes, and I think that will sing louder than any of the hate that is out there. So she says she wouldn't do it. Prove it. Bachelor in Paradise 2023. Let's go. Come on. Let's get Katie there. And that's what happens. You know what I mean? Like, you grow your following as much as you can, and then a couple years go by, and maybe you go back on Bachelor in Paradise. Maybe the negative is outweighed by the positive. And hey, I don't know, Katie. I don't know. Either way, I want you to be happy. Okay? So the final TikTok here has to do with the Roe v. Wade being overturned. Let's have a listen.
Hi, this comment is incredibly uneducated, so I will share with you my point of view from the medical perspective. I am not at all for killing babies, and I take incredible offense to that. What I want to share and why this is so dangerous for women's health care is that in states like Texas, where medication that causes abortion has been banned, we now have providers being incredibly hesitant to prescribe the medications that we use for ectopic pregnancies and for miscarriages, because they are the exact same medication. Now, why that is a huge deal. When you're having a delayed miscarriage or an ectopic pregnancy, there's a huge concern about bleeding. And if there's a delayed intervention, especially in a delayed miscarriage where there's heavy bleeding, the woman can die. And there can be sepsis. There can be severe issues and concerns and health issues.
And we've been talking about this. We've been talking about all the ways that the overturning of Roe v. Wade is going to hurt women and families moving forward in the future. If you disagree. But I appreciate people like Katie Thurston sharing that information with their platform. She ain't hiding. She ain't making these stupid TikTok videos about like, I can't wait till like, no. She's talking about the real stuff. She's the real deal. Like it or not. Dave, you're so biased because you're... Shut it, Cheryl. Nobody asked. Okay. Okay. All right. Katie Thurston, space alien mermaid confirmed. And then Angel says the UFO looked similar both times she saw it. Oh, right. It was disc-shaped and hovering in the air nearby with lights on the side. Hey, I just ordered the new DJI Mavic Mini 3 Pro drone, so I'm going to be getting a lot of UFO reports myself. My hand hurts from punching the table. What can you do? Wouldn't it be funny if the whole thing just flipped over and I never made another video? When I go out, I am going to go out in a blaze of glory. I mean, just wait. All right, folks. Well, look, that's all we have for Katie. We cannot confirm whether or not she is an alien or is just doing a new, I don't know, maybe the alien version of Uber. You know what I mean? Can you imagine the alien pulls up and it's like, oh, geez, can you wear less cologne, alien? Quit chatting with me. The aliens, they just chat as they drive you from galaxy to galaxy. All right, would you give this video a 5-star? We might have a top video of 2022 happening right now. Nominated. I got a playlist, my favorite videos. This is it, folks. We'll see you in a little bit. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. I got 2 videos that are viral right now in the Dave Neal Show if you want to check that out. In the meantime, Dave Neal out. Bye, guys.